There's some different kind of video because today we are talking about food survival for a whole month, because sometimes you are falling on hard times and well, if you only have like 500 euros to get through the whole month, you have to get the most out of your food resources. So for 50 euros I present you a whole load of food for a whole month. And if you break it down to 4 weeks with 50 euros, you should be fine about 10 to 12 euro 50 per week. That should be nice. And we are starting off with the side because onions and cucumber, these are cheap. Both of these go for, let's say, this is about 1 euro 20. This one was 60 cents. A bread, whole loaf of bread, 1 kilograms, that's 88 cents, at least today, because it was on a discount, usually about 1 euro, let's say 1 euro. A bag of potatoes, 2 kilos, 2 euros. No, it's 2.5 kilos and 2 euros, so a bit more for your buck. Noodles, these are 4 bags, 500 grams each, so 2 kilos. Each bag is about 50 cents, I think, so this is 1 euro and 2 euros respectively. Then some meat, because we will need some meat over the month. You can freeze most of it, this will go into the freezer. Each of those go for about 1 euro. No, these were a bit cheaper, but let's say 3 euros. A block of butter, because it helps to make all these nice things into a meal. That's about 70 cent, 80 cent today. A whole load of eggs, chicken produce, because it helps to bind all the other things that we are seeing later in the video. A bit of salt, a bit of sugar. Both of these should go together for about 1 euro. 3 bags of shelf-stable milk. Yes, this is shelf-stable milk. It doesn't have to be in the fridge or something, but you can put it in the fridge for even more shelf stability. All of these go for about 70 cent each. These 2 bags of oatmeal, that's together 1 kilogram, that is 1 euro. Both of them go for 50 cent each. 2 bags of rice, because rice is filling as frick, goes with a lot of things, and these 2 bags go for 1 euro each, so 2 kilo rice for a euro, that's a lot for the month. And just these things should get you already through like 2.5 weeks, but we are not done because we still have a bit of budget. Oil helps to add to butter, because the butter won't burn that quick, and in addition we are also having more shelf stability, because the oil doesn't have to be put in the fridge. And yes, I'm over exaggerating sometimes because I can. No, we are talking about mushrooms and a whole bunch of beans. All of these cans go for about 70 to 60 cents. We are average about 70. And there are still tomatoes in the back. And the next load of beans, also tomatoes in the back, because we need something for our noodles and the rice. But we also need something to drink, and all of these go for about 60 cents, so cooking water should be no problem, because boiling tap water is cheap as hell. So go with that, and you need something to hydrate yourself, because if you drink, you don't feel hungry. But if you still feel hungry, we are adding a bunch of white beans, also tomatoes in the bottom, and green peas and chickpeas, also tomatoes in the bottom. Always go with tomatoes, because they help to add to a lot of different foods. Now a whole load of corn, because sweet corn helps to add to most meals we are just preparing, and one whole tower of tomatoes, because we are still having to use tomatoes to liquid up all the rice and other things we are presenting right here. And because we need a bit more taste to everything, just go for a bit of salt and pepper. And pepper 2 times helps a lot. So this should be about 50 euros. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less if you're finding a few things in discount, but I hope this helps if you are falling on hard times and need to make the best out of the few funds you have for the day or for the month or for the week, whatever it is right now. But this should be about 12 euros, 13 euros per week if you break it down. So I hope this helps, because it helps me right now and most of the time, because you can save a lot of these things for another month. Not everything is used up, but for now, have a good one.